Hey, what's up everyone? Ryan here, and I'm back with more Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 Career Mode, and today we're picking up right where we left off, and Gamer Ability Airlines continues in Italy. So we will be taking a long hour flight, it says it's going to take an hour today, over the ocean to deliver a plane. Now, if you watched the last episode, we did a nice scenic sightseeing flight, our first flight seeing, I think is what it's called, flight seeing mission in Venice, and wow, it's beautiful. And we had to fly really low, and landing was 50% smoothness, which is really good. I'm very proud of that. Gamer Ability Airlines just wants to land and survive, right? We don't tell that, we don't have that on our website, but that's just our internal motto. Survive the landing. It doesn't have to be the most smooth, but just survive. So we definitely don't need to have that slogan, but it's time. Let's go to a flight here over the ocean in Italy. Thank you all for all the support here on the channel. You all seem to really be liking the Microsoft Flight Sim series, and thank you so much for that. I'm really enjoying it, which is why you all see a lot of content on the channel for this here on Gamer Ability 2. I do game playthroughs. I do a lot of different games here. So there's a lot of games coming out right now. And I'm just locked into this one right now. So I'm not sure when I'll do another full playthrough series, or I don't even know if this will be a full playthrough, because it's going to be, some of the flights are going to get boring. And this might be the one. This might be the one that's boring. So Mrs. Boras needs her aircraft moved to Ravenna. Now, this mission changed. It was a different plane. It was a Robin. So we're still in the Cessna 172 Skyhawk, which honestly is probably a good idea. Bad news is we're flying over the ocean the whole time. So if we crash, I guess it's bad news if we crash regardless. So why does it matter if it's over the ocean or or on land? So maybe on the ocean we might be able to land it if it's a crash landing, Let's just play. Oh, we don't have a water plane. Never mind. That's a terrible idea. What can I say? I'm a pilot. I know these things. I'm a commercial pilot, a licensed pilot at that. Mrs. Boras had to perform an emergency landing recently. I've been there. Her plane has been checked, and now it needs to be flown back home to Ravenna. Careful. This client is very picky about her bird. Make sure your landing is spot on. She might be on site. Of course she is. Mrs. Boras. It's either Boris or Boraz. I'm going to go with Boris. Mrs. Boris, you have nothing to worry about with Gamer Ability Airlines. Home of the best pilot, Ryan Gamer. And it looks like just a simple flight. We are literally flying straight. This is the easiest flight of Ryan Gamer's career. The flight pattern looks interesting. I don't know why we're doing a triangle at the end, but let's worry about that when we get there. Captain Jess Molina never told me to do a triangle flight pattern at the airport, so I'm not quite sure what the end of that flight pattern was. But yeah, back in Italy, the last flight was beautiful over Venice, San Marco. It was fantastic. Like, flying around there, I didn't know we were going to have to fly over each landmark. That I actually was not expecting that, but that was really cool. So yeah, a lot of new games coming out here. We got Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Really excited to play that one. I know a lot of you all have asked, am I doing a series for that one in the past? And I love Indiana Jones. And I think I want to play that game fully immersed without recording. I think I would want to play that and just play straight through it, just be immersed in the world. So I don't know if I will do a full playthrough. I don't think I'll do a playthrough for Indiana Jones. And I know that might be disappointing for some, but I just want to play it, be immersed in it. And you all don't want to see me struggle through those puzzles. I've been looking forward to that game a long time. We got Path of Exile 2 out, Marvel Rivals. Really excited for Marvel Rivals as well. Path of Exile 2 looks great. I never played the first one though. But yeah, 198 experience. Ensure aircraft integrity, land smoothly. That's it? 79 nautical miles. Is that how far we're going? Or is that's how much fuel we have? Okay. It's a straight flight. Ivana Tudor is the mechanic. Don't worry, you can trust Gamer Ability Airlines. We only get 2,840. Okay. One of my buddies told me that once you start your own official airlines, you get all that money. You become the coordinator, basically, and the pilot. So instead of them getting a cut, you get all that money. So like last mission was at 28,000 to the flight the flight coordinator, we got 1,000. But when you actually can start your airlines, I don't know how far we are to doing that, you actually get all that money. And that's when Gamer Ability Airlines, I guess, officially starts. I thought we were already an airline, but clearly, according to my friend, Gamer Ability Airlines is not a thing yet. It's just Ryan Gamer Airlines. So, here we are. Let's get some coffee. I need some energy. I tell you, I get so nervous before takeoff after we almost crashed with David. Poor David. I don't think David will ever fly a day in his life again. Okay. And I thought this was a pilot cover. Thank you for pointing this out to me. Patat. Pitot. Pitot or patat cover. I probably definitely... Whoever left that comment is like, Ryan, that is not how you say it, but I'm glad you didn't call it a pilot cover. So there's that. Yeah, I have my pilot's license. If you want to ask questions, you have problems, ask Captain Jess Molina. Okay, so how do we start this Cessna Skyhawk? Let me show you. If you all ever are in a situation where you have to fly a Cessna Skyhawk, listen up. First off, you turn on the standby battery. You make sure everything's on. You arm it. Next up, you turn on the alternator, both. And then you turn on bus 1, bus 2. Once you have that, everything's up. Once the right screen's up, you hit this bottom right arrow right here to actually the GPS to load. After that, you put the mixture to around 100. Take this with a grain of salt. I'm just a video game pilot. Throttle to 10%. Now, fuel selector, Captain Jess Molina told me to put all. I'm not quite sure if you need to do that. Actual pilot out there can let me know if that's true. You turn on the beacon lights. You turn on the fuel pump. If you do not turn on the fuel pump, you can still start the plane. But let me tell you, when you get in the air, your plane will yell at you until you turn on the fuel pump. So now we've got everything in order. All you do is now turn the key. You turn it all the way into start.
Captain, thanks for being available. I'm Ivana, the hangar manager. Today's task is to fly this 172 Skyhawk up to Ravenna as soon as possible. The owner's aircraft was in for maintenance, and now that it's fixed, she wants it flown back. Mrs. Boris, the owner, is expecting you at the destination on time.
Boris.
Fly safe, pilot.
Hey, Ivana, thank you so much for doing business with Ryan Gamer Airlines here, the home of one of the best pilots out there. So we're going to request taxi, be on our way, but I want you to know, this Cessna 172 Skyhawk, I will treat it like my own. We will land smoothly. Mrs. Boris has nothing to worry about, and you as a mechanic, your reputation is not on the line. Request taxi.
Pull a ground Cessna 9er Alpha. Yankee Quebec Zulu with Quebec request taxi for takeoff, west departure.
Cessna 9er Alpha. Yankee Quebec Zulu taxi to and hold short of runway 27 using taxiway Alpha. Contact tower on 120.0 when ready.
Okay, and I do want to point out, Ivana, just to let you know, I have never crashed a plane as a licensed pilot. Now, there was this one time back in flight school that some people would debate whether that was a crash landing. We technically did land the plane. It just happened to flip upside down. And Captain Jess Molina, you can talk to her. She was fine. She was fine. Everybody was fine. And, yeah. Okay. Acknowledge taxi. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's just...
Taxiing hold short runway 27 using taxiway Alpha Cessna Yankee Quebec Zulu.
Wait. I thought we were flying over water. Am I making up where we're going? But what do I know? Okay, now let's increase the throttle. Then we'll remove to about 50, and then we'll remove the parking brake. I love that it's not a busy airport. Just never fly with the Key West Flight Club. I cannot emphasize that enough. The fact in real life that pilots land on that tiny airport in Key West is insane to me. You'd have to pay me a couple million. You know, what I say my last fee? My fee was $1 million. To land at Key West, I'm talking about minimum 3 million probably. I don't think anybody would pay me to do that, so we're good. If I'm ever paid to fly a plane in real life, if I ever decide to get my private pilot license, I will make sure I record it all so you all can see it. Here on the channel. I'll post it right here. Hopefully, is Captain Jess Molina real, you think? I was wondering that the other day. You think Captain Jess is actually real? Somebody told me, Ryan, instead of utilizing the brake, why not just decrease the throttle? And I thought to myself, I never thought about that. So yeah, we're supposed to stop at the hold short is the next mission. But somebody was like, Ryan, why keep the throttle at 50? And I don't know. I just make this up as I go. Just please don't tell Captain Jess that. Okay, now we're going too fast. I wish there was an easier way to control the camera and move. I know you can hit B or A for throttle, but you don't have full control, you know? Like I want to know exactly the engine percent on this screen right here. I want this screen to tell me. Or even when I'm here, I want something to where I don't have to look down. I want to see it on the screen right in front of me, the percent of throttle. Because you can only see it if I look down. That's what causes a lot of crashing. I have to look down, I have to hit A on it to select it, and that's how you can actually see the percent. So if I hit B, like look, if I hit B once, that takes it to like 27, right? So you do have fine control, but last time I did that in flight school, we ran into a building at the end, and we failed our first attempt as an incomplete crashed plane. Oh, I forgot to tell Ivana about that one. That's okay. Crash landing is all she needs to know. Why did I mention that to her? I don't know. I just like to... I believe in honesty here at Gamerability Airlines. You think we picked the longest runway in the history? This is an hour flight. Yeah, I think this might be a 5-hour flight, really. So, I think I misjudged where we're taking off and landing from. To me, it looked like we were taking off by the ocean. I'm not great at geography, but I do know that that was an ocean on the map. And I don't think I would mistake that. Kind of funny if I did. So I think you can only go... You can't go fast. I think somebody said you have to go less than 12. I think they kept yelling at me whenever I went faster. So I know it might be boring, but... Do you want to break the plan? And break flight law? I don't. I did say we'd get to a point to where some of the flights would be long and it might be boring for a lot of people. Like this flight, if everything goes to plan, like I hope it does, it's going to be the most simple flight ever. We are literally flying in a straight line. Even me, one of the worst pilots ever, can't mess that up. And if we mess it up, this is the last episode in this series. If we fly for an hour and I crash this plane, I want you to know that Ryan Gamer will retire. That would be terrible. I would be so upset. I don't know how people taxi from this view, and this is the way you do it in real life, but I can't tell how far my wings go out. Remember flight school? That's right, I crashed twice in flight school. No, I crashed twice in the flight exam. But second one, I got an A. Let's not forget that. We got to start, and then I hope this is a runway we don't have to go down to the end. We just drove about 45 miles. Or I'm sorry, taxied. Request takeoff.
Pula Tower Cessna 9er Alpha. Yankee Quebec Zulu ready for departure to the west at runway 27.
Cessna 9er Alpha. Yankee Quebec Zulu QNH 101 tree departure to the west approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Okay. Acknowledge takeoff clearance.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 27 Cessna, Yankee Quebec Zulu.
Captain Jess always said, make sure you check both ways, even though that's the end of the runway. All we got to do is go now. It's go time. Wait, you can see engine RPM at the bottom. Is there a way to convert engine RPM to percent? We're at 31%. So let's do this. 31% is 982. Okay, now we're up to 1,000. 45. So I just want to get to 50 to move, right? Come on. Let's get serious. We're finally taking off from an actual runway. No grass. All right, let's get the throttle down. I'm just gonna hold down A. Is that the trick? Yeah, it's the trick. Okay. 55 knots, and then we fly, baby. Come on. That was a smooth land off. The wind does not seem strong right now. What did Captain Jess always yelled at me for not climbing fast enough at full throttle? You all remember that? When did she not yell at me? Oh, that was good, but you could do better, Ryan. That's what she said.
For west departure.
Oh, that was good, Ryan, but you could do a whole lot better. Thank you, Captain Jess. Acknowledge. Oh, sorry.
Polar Tower Cessna, 9er Alpha. Yankee Quebec Zulu continue for west departure.
We're flying at a heading of 263. We're going to keep climbing to 1,700, and we got to fly to Ravenna. So I misread the map clearly. Did I click on the wrong mission? Or was I... What did I do? Look at the GPS. Does that look like a straight line to you all? Wait, why are we going straight and then taking a hard right? I thought we were just flying straight over the ocean. What happened? Oh no. Don't panic. Don't panic. Captain Jess, always be in control. Always be in control. Well, what did I do? Whoa, what did I... Whoa, what did... How do I... Oh no. Wait. Oh, there. We're fine. Everything's fine. We're having trouble pilot repositioning in the aircraft. Nothing to worry about. A little turbulence there. Right trigger is rudders, right? I never hit that in the air, but that... I dropped the... We're not going to talk about what happened. I dropped the side of my controller. I panicked, tried to grab it, then I hit left trigger, and it's just... We don't mention it. Oh, we are flat. Can I not read a GPS? That looks like...
Cessna Yankee Quebec Zulu leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Why on the right side of the screen there, right here, does it show us taking a turn when this one's saying we go straight? I've never been more confused. Oh, acknowledge. I'm sorry.
Polar Tower Cessna, 9er Alpha. Yankee Quebec Zulu frequency change.
And why are we flying so low? Well, we got full freedom, though. This is our, it's not our plane. This is our mission. We don't have to follow no path. We know we're flying. Wait. Where are we going? Okay, whoever set up our flight has clearly has us going somewhere up there, right? Whoever set up our flight wants us to go that direction, but we're supposed to go this way. That has to be a glitch, and I am not following the way. It's gonna yell at me, right? I don't care if they yell at me. I just don't want to crash the plane. Trust me, Captain Jess yelled at us enough. I'm gonna pause the video, take a screenshot, and I don't know where we're going, but we're gonna get somewhere. Well, got some good screenshots there, so that's good, but the flight instructor has no clue where we're going. We're supposed to go straight, but the plane tells us to take a hard right there. You see that? So I don't know who is mapping us, or if the GPS is messed up, or if I messed something up. And it says we're supposed to fly low, and Captain Jess would always say to not. Wait, why am I putting flaps up? How do we change trim again? Does anybody remember? R being down, maybe? No? L being down? No? Right? Oh, R being down on the right stick. Oh, okay. Let's put it at 3%. Captain Jess told us to fly like 8,000 meters. Maybe it's different here in Italy. Or maybe the flight coordinator has no clue what they're doing, clearly. This is like the Key West Flight Club. It feels like we're super low. I know it says 1,400 altitude, but I feel like Captain Jess wanted us to go, I mean, way up there. And if I set autopilot, isn't it going to turn towards another heading? Which means we're going to have to, change. There's a way to change heading. Our actual heading needs to be 243 to get to Ravenna. And our GPS says 299, which is not wrong. Nav frequency, no. It's heading. It's heading knob. That's it. Adjust. Oh. Whoa, okay. So we want to fly at 243. Perfect. Now, I don't know if what I did is what you're supposed to do, but what I'm going to do now is fly up in the air a little bit, and we're going to hit autopilot, and we're going to hit hold altitude. Oh, hold on. There we go. And we just get to relax for a little bit. So, are we supposed to fly over, like, lower because we're over an ocean? Like, why are we flying so low? Does anybody know? Maybe we need to change this. Whoa. What happens if I change this? Does autopilot change? That's my question. So I'm going to change it to like 250 just to see what happens. I changed it back. Oh. The good thing about being our own pilot now, you know? Wait. We can't change it on autopilot. Okay. The good thing about being our own pilot, we can make our own own path. So if I want to fly down by the water, we can do that. If we want to fly to the left, we can do that. If we want to go to Ravenna, we can do that. So we can take off that and just have a good time over the ocean right now. We're holding altitude. Autopilot is on. What I might do, I doubt many of you all want to watch this entire flight. What I might do is actually pause, and if anything exciting happens, I'll unpause, and I will probably see you all when we're getting close to landing and panicking, because we have 66 nautical miles left in this flight today. So I will see you close to takeoff, or landing. Okay, so just an update on what you have missed. Well, you missed nothing. There's water to our left. There's water to our right. There's water in the front. Yeah, there's water out back. Now you can see how far we've traveled. You can see where we started way back there on the horizon. I'll update you throughout this flight. Now, I did take my own path. I don't like the way it was taking me there to the right, so I'm kind of making my own path, going right towards it. It wants me to do like a triangle flight pattern. I'm just gonna go right at it. Nothing fancy. Plane feels good though. This is the best it's felt. No turbulence, wind feels low. I'm able to hold the plane. Everything's working to perfection right now. So I will update you. Right now, we're 52 nautical miles away, a long way left. So I'm just sitting here rocking the music, relaxing a little bit, having a good time. Now, remind me to never fly over the ocean again. This is the most boring flight I have ever done. But the good news is, I'm not going to skip anything because I want the no-skip bonus. If you don't skip, you get a no-skip bonus, and we'll get like 2,000 experience. It's going to be amazing, and we're going to land this plane. Because if we do an hour and I don't land the plane, I am going to be so sad. So I will see you at the next update. Okay, so another update. We are 41 nautical miles away. But I want to show you just how far we have traveled. You all know if you saw how many nautical miles it was when we started. But you can see barely at the horizon, you can see where we came from. So, wow. But flying over the ocean is very disorienting because, like, just look at the way the light hits. Like, it's blinding. I don't know. Just imagine in real life, if your GPS went out, you're flying around the ocean, how in the world would you know where to go? Like, imagine your compass broke. I don't know if a plane compass could break, but, like, wow, it's kind of terrifying over the ocean, if I say so myself. Like, I'm not a very experienced pilot, and it's kind of terrifying here. Oh, but yeah, no turbulence. Weather's beautiful. You can see the sun is shining. It is a beautiful ocean flight. It has me flying low. You can see we're supposed to go to the right there. I don't know why we're flying so low. Can anybody comment on that? Is that the wrong flight? Are we supposed to only be flying 1,200 feet in the air? That just doesn't seem right. I'm flying exactly where it wants me to as far as what those indicators are to the right. I don't know. I just don't see why you would fly this low. I feel like we should be like 1,600 meters or something in the air. All right, so I'll see you on the next update. Okay, so here's your flight update. We have 23 nautical miles left, which will probably be about 10 minutes. Flight has been smooth. The plane feels incredible. There's been no turbulence. I mean, if you all want to see how far we've traveled, you all know it by nautical miles. But look, we cannot even see where we came from on the horizon. Wow. Like, it would be so scary to fly over the ocean in real life. Like, I think I would be... I've never flown outside the United States. So I could not imagine, though, flying. I don't think I would want to fly outside the United States because, like, fly over the ocean, that would be terrifying. Like, look, all you see is ocean. Like, emergency landing, yeah, you're in the water with the sharks. Yeah, I don't know about that. You know, I never thought about that until this flight right here. And I think I will never fly international in real life after this flight because this is terrifying. Just like imagining being in real life on this plane, traveling across the ocean where there is no landing zone whatsoever, and you're parachuting to the middle of the ocean. I mean, maybe there's going to be a cruise boat or something out there or something, but like, yeah. That's one thing that, do they have like ships out there? I haven't seen a ship yet on this flight, so we're 20 nautical miles away. So we're getting there. It'll be here before we know it. But do they not have ships in this game? I don't know. So yeah, you can see how far I am off their flight pattern. They wanted me to fly. They still want me to go a heading of 326. I don't know what they're trying to fly me through, but I don't know. I'm just going straight. Why not? I will see you at the next update. Okay, a flight update. We have 10 nautical miles left, but you see the bottom of the screen there? Airspeed, engine, and fuel? It says 25%. So I am a pilot, obviously, and I do have my private and commercial pilot license now. But with that being said, I have no clue what that percent means. But when I see 25% fuel, I get in start to panic mode. We have 9 nautical miles left. And yeah, so here we are back in the live flight. We'll keep. I won't do any more breaks. We got through almost the entire part of the ocean we were flying over. You can see behind us, like, look. That is so cool. Like, I love that. The beauty of a long flight. Like, you saw where we started. Look how much ground we've covered. Look how many nautical miles. Like, this is so cool. And now you can see us right at the land, 8 nautical miles away from landing. Should I get back on path? Well, probably. Let's not worry about it, though. Let's just take in the sight here. We're going to Ravenna. Anybody ever been here? To Ravenna. But yeah, I've just been listening to music, having a good time, been rocking here a little bit. I made sure that that the video didn't unpause when I was, you know, when I was dancing, rocking a little bit. You gotta rock when you're flying, right? Do planes have radios? And I know they have, like, communication radios. Do planes have, like, music listening radios? Like, pilots, do they listen to music in the air? What do they do up here? Because there's no way you would just sit here and listen to this. It's relaxing. I would fall asleep. Like, I feel like they gotta have music, right? They've gotta have music. Look how close we're getting. This is so cool. That was a really cool flight, actually, for you all to be able to see, like, updates at different time. For me, it was very boring, I will say. If I didn't have music, listening to music, and just having a good time, relaxing, I would have fell asleep. Because flying over the ocean, there wasn't a lot to see besides the ocean everywhere. But, like, the ending and seeing how far we are away from the horizon, that's why I updated you all at those specific times, because it was just, like, really cool. The other times I was falling asleep. Okay, everybody wake up. 575 nautical miles left. Let's get real serious. If this hour flight is crashed, I'm gonna cry. Wake up. Everything's fine. And I know I'm flying off pattern. It doesn't matter. Captain Jess Molina, I believe she used to say something like, "You're your own pilot, Ryan. You do you." She might have never said that, but that's the story. I believe I heard her say that. But look at this. All the way down. This is so beautiful. That is the beauty of this game. Just flying over the entire United States. Like, are you kidding me? Look at the detail. Okay. Announce arrival. Wait, we're almost there? I always forget how oh, that's 30 seconds away. I calculated this. I had time. 30 seconds per nautical mile at the speed we're going.
Traffic Cessna 9er Alpha. Yankee Quebec, Zulu 4 miles, east 1,000, 200 feet inbound to land runway 08.
Everything's fine. So we don't have to do the triangle it showed us. We are just entering the traffic pattern. We need to start slowing down a little bit. Okay, everything's fine. Let's turn off hold altitude. Okay. And what we're going to do is lower the throttle to about 80 or 75 first. 75. We're just calming down a bit. I need to calm my nerves. I had time to sleep on the flight. I had a lot of time. So it says follow traffic pattern and fly to final. So we're landing on an actual runway. Thank you. Thank you so much. I don't want to ever land on grass ever again. We're never going back to San Marco or Germany. We're going way too fast. Like maybe 65. 2.62 nautical miles, everybody. Let's take a view out the window here. This is a beautiful area. Wow. Look at all those woods. Okay. That's enough sightseeing. You all saw the sights. Let's not crash the plane. What's her name? I forgot her name. That was an hour ago. Boris. It's Mrs. Boris. That's right. So that's where we're landing, everybody, right there. You see the runway? Simple. Long runway, nothing fancy. This is my type of airport. Let's turn down the airspeed. We're way too high. Everybody remain calm. Somebody did tell me, they said, Ryan, don't decrease the throttle too much or you will stall the plane. Just like we stalled the plane with David on board in our first flight. Okay. Wow, it is so, okay. This is so nerve-wracking. I get so stressed every single time. That's where we're going. It's simple. Right there. Okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. What did Captain Jess say? Always be in control of the plane. 50% throttle. Just go smooth. Decrease the throttle a bit. Increase the flaps. I believe we enter the flaps on this downwind phase. Are we downwind, upwind, front wind? I don't know. We're one of those. Okay, gotta decrease throttle. What is our throttle at? 45, that's fine. Maybe a little bit more. Why did the engine just seem to cut off? Is the engine working? Are we still... Okay, we're fine. Everything's fine.
500.
Where's your runway? There it is. Okay. 83. We got to get to 65. Slow down. Slow down, Ryan. 12% throttle. Don't hit the interstate. Okay, we can enter up 20 flaps, right? Yep. Come on. Oh, now it's final. Did I? Okay, everything's fine. 30, 65.
Lima India Delta Romeo traffic Cessna 9er Alpha. Yankee Quebec Zulu is on final runway 08 to land.
I panicked. Do you all remember when Captain Jess Molina told me to not just pull up? And I did. Just a classic. What Jess Molina would not want me to do. Wait, we're supposed to turn... Oh. Okay. I mean, without the bounce, if you don't count the bounce, it's a good landing, right? If you count the bounce, well... I don't know. How would... Well, we're about to see how they rate that one. How would you all rate that? Was it bouncy? Yeah. I mean, we're a new pilot. I don't know how people do it. It is... When you're going 65... You're supposed to go at 65 knots, right? And, like, when you're going that fast, in my opinion, it is terrifying. When you know that this is somebody else's plane. That's a successful flight. And our flight not ruined because we actually landed it. We actually landed it. Wow. I tell you, we just never get... Why are we going 20 miles per hour? Miles per hour. Knots. Which honestly, from a metric standpoint, I have no clue what a knot is. And how it compares to like speed in miles per hour. I'm sure one of you all know. I had time to look it up during that flight. I just never thought about it till now. We actually did it. That bounce though, I'm really upset about that. Like, I don't think they're going to classify that above 50%. The bounce, maybe they didn't see it. Maybe they didn't see it. We had that rudder issue. We dropped the yoke at the beginning of the flight too. Those rudders are strong in the air, I can tell you that. Now it's taxi.
Lima India Delta Romeo traffic Cessna 9er Alpha. Yankee Quebec Zulu is taxiing to parking.
We did it. Look at Ryan Gamer using all these fancy words, you know? Those pilot words. Flight terms is probably a better term, but you love to see it. I just always have a smile on my face when we don't crash a plane. Like, if I'm honest with you all. I'm just, anytime we don't crash, I know it wasn't the smoothest landing. We'll talk about that later. But we did not crash the plane. We flew over the ocean today. From Venice, I don't actually remember where we took off from, to Ravenna, across Italy. We didn't take off from Venice, did we? Yeah, that was great. Hey, engineers. Hey, she's in great shape.
Ravenna. Hope this trip was a walk in the park. Anyway, I appreciate your professionalism. My 172 Skyhawk's finally here, and I thank you for that.
You're very welcome, Mrs. Boris. We pride ourselves in professionalism and making sure planes are delivered without damage. And there was no damage on the plane today. Everything went to plan. Definitely not. Were you watching that landing? No? Yeah, everything was perfect. I agree. Thank you for that. And let's go ahead and shut down the plane and we'll be good to go. We're on a streak. We've only crashed in flight school. No, yes. Well, no, we hit 2 buildings in the flight exam, didn't we? Oh, 1%? Huh. Clearly they don't like bouncing. Oh, okay, so they're not into bouncing on landings. We got a 1%. They're like, well, Ryan, you did land the plane. We'll give you that one. You did land it, and that takes a lot of heart. I panicked. Captain Jess Molina would say, don't pull up. Don't. She would always say that. Do not pull up. And if... Look, everything went perfectly during this flight for aviator performances. Respect the condition of the aircraft. Must have been the landing. That 99% bad landing. I'm sorry, Mrs. Boris. I'll do better next time. We got a C, but look at all that experience. 145, but means we missed out on like 50,000 experience due to that poor landing. I say we. I'm the one flying the plane. I don't think we can blame you all. Yeah, how much money did you take this time? A lot, but look at the no skip bonus, everybody. 3,240 bad weather bonus. Oh, yeah, it felt windy up there. That must have been, I didn't drop the controller. That must have been a turbulence, you know, turbulence in the air. Yeah. What about reputation? We're not at B yet. Well, with landings like that. Level 11? Are you kidding me? We can't skydive yet, though. We can't, because we did not get a 50% landing. I knew it was too good to be true the last time. We can't skydive yet. I don't think we can. No, we need one more. Oh, we have 2 flights, 50%. We needed 1, and well, we didn't get that one. So apparently, you're not supposed to bounce off, then bounce back on. Huh. That's good to know for future flights. I don't remember Captain Jess Molina telling me about bouncing. She just told me, all she said was do not panic and pull up, if you remember. But she also said a lot. Cargo transport, we need 3 50% landing. So 50% landing must be good for pilots. Like, 50% is what you're going for, it seems like, for pilots. So I will take that. So 1% landing, I won't take that. But that 50% we had twice. Score airplane mission C or above. Okay, good. And then what about aero advertising? Score flight seeing or skydive aviation missions with B or above. It'd be cool if we got to skydive once, you know? Like if a co-pilot takes over the plane. I want to do a VIP flight. I want to fly somebody. Right? Like, with the 1% landing, it's not ideal. But I want to fly somebody, you know? Like a VIP. So that's what we have coming up here. That's our longest flight so far, and I think we can call that a success. Did you see? 100% aviator performance. Landing? We don't talk about landing. let's get a preview of what we have to come here in the next episode. New difficulty available. Your level allows you to access a new difficulty level for all jobs. Good, good, good. New difficulty level, you say? Okay. Yeah, I think we're ready. Give me that 2-star mission. What do we got? 1 star. 1 star. Well, that's a short flight. Oh, those are sightseeing, so of course they're short. It's a 30-minute flight. Oh, there's a new plane right there, but it might change by the next time I play it, right? They seem to change. That's a... we would fly a Robin. I want one of those 2-star flights. I wonder if 2-star just means longer. Wait, now it says Robin. That's the same flight. You're kidding me. Not that I even know I could barely fly the Cessna. I don't think we want to try to land a new plane. Oh, I wonder where the 2-star flights are. Are they back in Germany, maybe? At the grass airports? No? You think maybe the skydiving missions are 2-star? We're still in Italy. Is there anywhere else we can go yet? Probably not till we skydive. I know we can go back to Marco Island, right? We can go back to Florida for a little bit. Should we see if David still wants to flight? Do we go see David? Montreal would be fun. We can't do that yet. We need a helicopter for that one. Oh. Okay. Now, I wonder if there's a flight out of Florida, right? What if there's a flight out of Florida and we just slowly start making our way up the United States? Right? That's a short flight. Oh, no, it's not. Yeah, if we start like this one, what is this? This is a 1-star 45-minute flight across Florida. Okay. Might be a cool thing to do. I want to fly over Disney World, right? Disney World, there's Orlando. The Disney World, I don't know where it is in Orlando, but I don't know. I know it's here, right? Don't know where Disney World is, but it's probably somewhere here. I know it's in Orlando. That's all I know. So then we make our way to Orlando and then Jacksonville and then Savannah. We just fly all the way up the coast. And then I'm trying to make my way. Let's see. Oh, we could fly over Cincinnati Reds, right? Louisville, we could fly over Big Blue Nation in Lexington, Kentucky. So there's Louisville. Where is Lexington? It's very close to Louisville. There it is. There's Lexington. That's where we're trying to make our way. We're trying to make our way to Kentucky. To Big Blue Nation. Big Blue Nation is somewhere here in Lexington. Right there. Around somewhere here. Kroger Field, formerly known as Commonwealth Stadium. Winchester, Kentucky, the home of one of my favorite... not one of my favorites, my favorite pop. Or soda, whatever you call it. LA. LA is made right here in Winchester, Kentucky. Right there. Somewhere there. I don't know where exactly. But yeah, I want to make my way up to New York would be cool as well. We got a long way to go. Now that we are this far in, what do you all... I do want to go until we can start Gamerability Airlines. And I don't know when we can actually start that. I don't know if it's when we get credits or... yeah, I don't know the process of when we actually start our not specialization. When we start our next... What's it called? Our company. Yeah, when we start our company and start our different companies and subsections of Gamerability Airlines, I don't know if I'm going to do I don't plan on doing like a full series for this game. But I do want to show to where we get to companies and see what that's all about and maybe buy planes. We don't even have our own plane yet. Keep in mind, we're flying the default Cessna Skyhawk. We have not bought our own plane and started our own company yet. Once we start our own company and buy our own plane, when you have a bad landing, you have to repair the plane. Like, all that costs money. And when you actually have your own company. So we're not there yet. We're flying a Cessna or other people's Cessna, so we get unlimited spots. But once we buy our plane, you can crash it. You have to go back. So, yeah. Now, we will make more money when we start our own company. So what I might do, I might just play and just kind of move ahead a little bit until we can start our own company or something like that. I don't know. I would like to see your all's inputs. Let me know your input. What do you want to see? Do you want to see every single flight, you know, as we make our way up the United States towards a big blue nation, for me to see my Kentucky Wildcat Stadium fly right over top of it? Or do you all just want, I could do it like and every time I get on to play and just like record an episode. It's been about 2 times a week, probably all I can keep up with. So yeah, it's whatever you all want to see. You all have to let me know. I haven't made it. I don't know how long the series will continue. I really don't. I'll play it as long as I'm having fun with the game. If I start to get bored, obviously I won't keep playing it. But I would like to make my way to Orlando. And if we do this flight, I would be close to it, right here. Because we would unlock more of the map at every flight we go to. So we'd unlock more opportunities, more jobs, right? So that could be fun. That could be fun. It seems like everywhere we land at least once, we unlock. You see that? Like there's that circle area that shows that we have missions in. So I guess the ultimate goal is to unlock the entire world. So yeah. The entire world. So there's that. So we flew over Italy today, and we may go back to the United States in the next episode. It's amazing they recreated the entire world. I think earlier when I was flying that plane, I was so focused on like getting ready to land. Did I say they recreated the whole United States? They did, but I meant they recreated the whole world. I think I said United States. It's like, Ryan, you're flying in Italy right now. Oh, are we? That makes sense. But yeah. Not sure. I will be posting other videos here on the channel, just like usual for other games as well. Usually here on my second channel, I post whatever I really want to post, right? If I start playing a game, I like it, I will start posting videos on it. Right now, I'm having a blast with this game, so this is like the only game that I've been playing here on Gamer Ability 2. And story playthroughs take a whole lot of editing and time, so that's the reason I haven't started a full playthrough series of a game since Stellar Blade. So I don't know what the next full game playthrough series will be as far as like a story game. But this Microsoft Flight Sim career has been great. Like, this is a really good career. The way this is set up is really awesome. Like, this is amazing. And I'm going to keep playing this game. Like, I feel like I'm going to be playing this game for a long, long time. Whether or not I do a full series on it, right? Because this seems like a game that I want to play at nights to just relax as well. So that might be, we'll transition. I'll maybe post a video of like updates or something where I am in the career or something like that. That may be where we're headed. But we will see. I know this has been a fun one. I know you all are really enjoying this, and I greatly appreciate that. We need to improve our landing smoothness. That was embarrassing. 1%. Wake up, Ryan. I thought the setup was great. I feel like I was ready, then I panicked. Yep. But thank you all for watching this video to the end. If you got some enjoyment, drop a like, subscribe for more. I also post a lot of sports game content on my main channel. That's where I post mostly, over on Gamer Ability. Link in the description to that. I usually post 1 to 2 videos a day on the main channel. And here on the second channel, it's usually whatever I'm playing. When I get some extra time, that's when I'm able to post. You know, when things work out and I'm in the zone, that's when you all saw like a lot of episodes of Microsoft Flight Sim when this game first came out. But typically, there's breaks in content sometimes here on Gamer Ability 2. It depends on the week. It depends on what games I'm playing over on the main channel. But still, there's plenty of content to tune in to here. A lot of different game playthroughs. You can check them out, and more coming in the future. More Microsoft Flight Sim coming in the future, obviously. This has been fantastic. It's stressful, don't get me wrong. It's very stressful to try to land a plane, but it's fun. And plenty of other content on Gamer Ability main YouTube channel. So I have 2 channels here, Gamer Ability 2 and Gamer Ability. Check them both out. I'll see you next time. As always, have a fantastic day, everybody.